here in a couple of moments. In the meantime, great to have you with us, Bill Pito, along with Wally Zerbiak. 25 offensive rebounds for the Knicks, most they've had in a game since 2019, and they're now 10-1 here at home.
That's how you take advantage of no Jakob Poeltl, the starting center for the Raptors. Load management on a back-to-back. He wasn't out there, and the Knicks saw the opportunity to dominate the glass. They did it. I love the way they started the game. 9 threes in the first quarter. Just came out moving the ball, playing with aggressiveness. They are very comfortable here at the world's most famous arena. Now 10-1. They are just on lockdown, playing great basketball here at home, feeding off the crowd. Bench was great. Deuce McBride continues to shoot like an absolute flamethrower, the way he's lighting up the Garden. That was a fun game to watch, despite the Raptors making it interesting a little bit in the third quarter. Wild
swings. Knicks up 24 in the first half. Raptors cut it to 3 in the third quarter, and then the key run. Knicks up 3, go on a 16-1 run to blow it open again.
Wild swings like his blood sugar level, like your blood sugar. Ends of the floor, and the Knicks had 25 offensive rebounds. Just an outstanding effort. How about the swing? Jordan Clarkson, unselfish. Josh Hart, great pass, my man, and he knocks down that corner triple.
All right, so the Knicks outshoot the Raptors from 3, 16-11. Note the rebounds: 61 for the Knicks, 42 for the Raptors, and again, worth pointing out again, the Knicks with 25 offensive rebounds. Here now with Deuce McBride. Deuce, thanks so much for stopping by. So you guys go up by 24, they cut it to 3, and then you end up blowing them out. How do you explain the wild swings that we saw in this game?
First off, all glory to God putting me in this position. But, you know, it's a game of runs. And, you know, we punched first, they punched second, and, you know, we punched last. So we just want to make sure we're continuing to stay more consistent through that game of runs.
So you go 4 of 8 from downtown. You're 14 for your last 20 from 3. Why have you been so hot?
Man, preparation, you know, trusting in God, trusting in my preparation to get to this point. You know, just shooting with confidence. My teammates are finding me, so it's real easy.
You guys have won 4 in a row over the stretch. You're only giving up 101 points per game. What is key to defense?
Man, our coach is getting us ready for the game. You know, we're locked in through film, through our walkthroughs and practices. I feel like they've done a really great job in preparing us.
Deuce, thanks so much for dropping by, and congrats on another great game.
Appreciate it.
Wally, Coach Mike Brown said pregame he wasn't aware that McBride was such a great shooter. He's a really good shooter.
You think? And this is why the Knicks made that trade to let Quickly go, because they knew they had McBride in their back pocket and had the ability to knock down shots at a high clip, high rate, playing with Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Those guys draw a lot of attention, and Deuce McBride does not hesitate. He can shoot off the dribble. He's great in the catch-and-shoot situations. He led the team in minutes. That is huge. That shows you that how much trust Mike Brown has in Deuce McBride. And I remember this coaching staff, Mike Brown included, they prepare you to the max just to get ready for teams with their prep work on film and with their prep work through walkthroughs, with all the coaches going over all the actions. You can tell that this team is really absorbing what Mike Brown is teaching on the defensive end of the floor.
It's gotten a lot better. Let us now say hello to Monica McNutt. As always, she helped call the game on the radio on ESPN New York. What are you thinking about, Monica, after watching the win?
I really like the focus that this team is playing with as a collective. I think Josh Hart is a great indicator of things moving well. I mean, we were on triple-double watch. He was 3 assists shy of reaching that number. And actually, Gershon Yabusele, who was our radio post-game interview, he talked about the way that the ball is moving and the energy that this team is playing with. And to Wally's point, the confidence that they are continuing to develop through preparation.
Yeah, Josh Hart was outstanding, just moving the ball all over the place, getting all those loose balls, the offensive rebounds, the big-time rebounds. I was hoping he would get to that triple-double too, Monica, but he'll take the nice little 22-point win. You can see he's re-energized when he's out there in the starting lineup with Karl-Anthony Towns, with Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride. The pieces fit absolutely perfectly. He'll take on any challenge that Mike Brown asks him to take on. And boy, has he really stepped up big with no OG Anunoby. That's a devastating injury for the Knicks, how important Anunoby is to this lineup. But, you know, Josh Hart, since he's gotten into that starting lineup, the Knicks are 4-0. They're on a 4-game winning streak. And you can tell he's really comfortable doing whatever this team needs. And what I'm most impressed with, Bill, is the effort. I mean, his effort is just stifling the way he plays at a high energy level every single game.
He's also shooting the ball a lot better, 4 of 7 from downtown. Monica, how about Mitchell Robinson? 15 rebounds in 17 minutes of playing time.
Hold on, I need some glasses. You sure about that? 'Cause I didn't register that.
Am I right? I'm right.
How's that possible?
Hold on, Mitchell Robinson.
Yes.
Yep, 15 and 16.
Yeah, get some glasses. I got mine. They work.
I need to borrow those. You're absolutely right. But listen, I think we've talked about good teams, folks have been able to be stars in their roles. And tonight, guys, not necessarily the signature line you see from Karl-Anthony Towns. He's put together a couple of games that are less than his signature, right? Even Jalen Brunson only had 10 in the first half. Ultimately, a solid game from him. Quietly, Mikal Bridges, 6 of 10 from the field, good for 14 points. But Mitchell Robinson, to your point, everybody is starring in their role. Like, we could go down this box score. We've already talked about Josh Hart, but you could even talk about Tyler Kolek and the minutes that he got and the minutes that Yabusele got this evening. So I think, and to be on this win streak, and to your point, Wally, be without OG Anunoby, to be without Landry Shamet, who had developed into a key rotation sort of guy, I'm excited about sort of the fortitude and the equity that is continuing to be built with this team in this season.
All right, guys, time now for tonight's thrilling moment, brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. The Knicks franchise record, Wally, for most threes made in a quarter is 10. First quarter tonight, they made 9. They went.
Was holding teams under 32% from three-point line. Where? Is this your king? Because I do not see that team in terms of the defense that the Raptors were able to put forth tonight. But to me, again, continuing to play with confidence and capitalize the opportunity to be here at home. Obviously, the next road trip, or road game, I should say, short trip up to Boston, that's the team that ended the run, the 13-game win streak for the Detroit Pistons, and obviously there's plenty of history between these two organizations. So this confidence still needs to travel, because Boston, Jaylen Brown's having a great year. That whole crew, that fan base, they will have a level of pride and certainly want to knock the Knicks out of this momentum.
All right, Monica, as always, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
Speaking of the Celtics, taking on the Cavs, the MSG 150. Also highlights from elsewhere around the league, including Tyrese Maxey and the Sixers against Atlanta. Stay with us.
The Knicks postgame show is presented by Audi.